Wait, why are you chomping apple straight into the microphone? It's the ASMR segment of the show. We've already done this. We've had this before. So, okay, so we've got, and it was very we've got another flag from Harry. We've got Clarky. What are you saying?
I went with another flag.
Another flag as well. What do you think?
I'm deeply romantic in the idea of Christians row being filled with flags.
Yes. Guys.
Unfortunately, these two guys do cancel each other out. So
I'm afraid you have to put up a flag that says another flag. Beef solved. Don't forget, if you would like to get in touch with us, the email is beefbrotherspodcast@gmail.com. If you've got a problem with your flatmates,
we've all got problems with our flatmates. Yeah, man. You tell me about it.
Your parents,
we've all got problems with our parents.
Yeah, man. Tell me about it. If you've got a problem with your niece or nephew,
those fuckers.
Get out of here, you guys. Then email us at beefbrotherspodcast@gmail.com.
Today!
Hej, det er Sara fra Bold.dk's podcast Tæt på. Jeg samarbejder i øjeblikket med Samsung TV, der har fantastiske TV'er til hvert rum. Uanset hvad din stil er, kan du finde et TV, der matcher din indretning og dine behov. Du kan få et TV, der passer ind, eller et TV, der skiller sig ud. Jeg vil præsentere dig for nogle af dem og få Samsungs QLED-teknologi. Find ud af, hvilket Samsung TV, der passer til dig, ved at lytte til min podcast, eller tjekke tv.samsung.dk.
Greetings, Pappy's people. I like that. Hey.
That's nice. It's very all-encompassing.
Very inclusive. And the Pans people.
And the Pans people, yeah. What?
Sorry, what?
Do you remember Pans people? They were...
Now, from a different generation, probably.
So if
they were the dancers on top of the pops.
Before there were music videos on top of the pops, and they would get just a group of... There was two different groups. There was Pans people and Legs and Co. And they were just sort of dancers who would dance on the stage where the band would have performed along to the songs. They played the song, the dancer would do a sort of semi-interpretive dance. It would normally have some sort of relation to the lyrics of the song.
It was a different time.
It was a different time.
1998. It was different. We'd be playing garbage and then they'd be dancing away. Stupid girls. Right. Greetings, Pappy's people. A bit like Pam's people.
Yeah. We also accept Pappy's and Co.
Lovely. I was going to go to Potsworth and Company then, but I won't bother. Remember Potsworth and Company?
Oh, yeah.
What a premise. I present to the court of Beef Brothers a whole pile of beef cases. I have recently moved back with my parents. Oh, no. Who is this from, by the way? It's from Andrew in Melbourne. Front name and location.
Front name and location.
Front location.
International listener, hello, Andrew.
Back in Melbs.
Back in Melbs. Oh, lots of very unhappy memories for us in Melbourne.
Hey,
come on, guys. No, I went back there recently and I walked through Fed Square where we'd done our show in 2008. In a tent in Fed Square, and I almost threw up. Yeah, I almost threw up. The people of Australia were very lovely. The festival couldn't have been more welcoming, but those shows went badly, guys.
I've recently been back with my parents. I've been living independently, and therefore have several disputes with my UK-based parents that require resolution. I hope you are able to assist. The beef cases are threefold, so strap in. Whoa. We'll solve them as we go. Beef case 1, my room. Since I moved out, my parents have repurposed my old room as storage for furniture. Not just any furniture, but the furniture my sister has inherited from our grandparents. Right. She hasn't yet taken it because she currently rents and is saving it until she buys a house. She's the favourite child. She's unlikely to buy a house for the next 2 years. Meanwhile, her bedroom is still maintained as it was. As she comes back every few weeks to stay with my parents.
Wait.
She is the favourite child.
Back at the truck. She comes back every few weeks.
Yeah.
Whereas he presumably leaves his bedroom every single night.
On or under a large pile of furniture, which he has no claim on because it's been...
The question is therefore this: where am I supposed to sleep? Under the antique dining table in what used to be my room? Now listen, Andrew, as a guy who wants to look for a Christmas tree, I can say that is luxury, my friend.
You just have a load of VHS cassettes.
You start dreaming about it snowing, you wake up with films in your eyes. In my sister's room, Where do I sleep? Under the antique dining table in what used to be my room, in my sister's room when she isn't there in her tiny single bed, in the drafty room that used to be the lounge but has now become extra storage for all the other crap we got from my grandparents' house but haven't yet got rid of, I submit this question to the court.
Right, you're absolutely right though. When
it's threefold, it's just three options.
No,
Oh no,
there's
one.
two more beef cases. Two more beef cases.
Solve them one by
We're
one.
solving them as we go.
So you're absolutely right. There's definitely this really smacks of the favourite child.
Yes.
Now I think,
But would the favourite child be in the smaller room? Which this sounds like it is.
Yeah, I was going to say, because it does sound like her room is... She's got a tiny single bed. There is not enough room for the furniture to go into her room.
there's always room for furniture in every room.
And that is Matthew's firm belief.
No, I think you can definitely get at least some of the furniture into that small room. If you've got an antique table, you can put it, you can flip it up and put it on top of the bed.
And none of that furniture needs to be accessible.
None of it needs to be accessible, exactly. And then just let her deal with it every time she comes over.
Yeah.
Let her deal with that. Or top to tail if it's only every few weeks, top to tail with your sister. It's alright to sleep in the same bed as your sister.
I thought you were going to say with the parents.
Totally fine.
Not for me. No way.
No way?
No way. Sharing a room with your sister every few weeks is a bit much. Sharing a bed with your sister.
Can I say, I top to tail with Matthew's sister every few weeks. It's absolutely fine.
That's an arrangement that you've come up with. She puts the brown flag over.
I cannot allow any of this to be all of that is untrue. She's a saint. She's an absolute saint. Now, I would say I would say now that okay, maybe the sister might agree, and then eventually she's going to stop popping round.
The sister's got to get a storage unit.
Sister's got to get a storage.
Yeah. That is the most exciting and depressing place. A storage unit.
Yeah, I think that's it. The sister's got to go to. She's got to go. She's got to deal with this stuff. If she wants it, she's got to handle it. If you want it, you've got to handle it.
Yeah, I'm going to say, I don't. This beef isn't about furniture at all, is it? It's clearly about.
It's about being treated badly by your parents.
Yeah, it's about being kind of unloved child. So the furniture feels kind of incidental. I think.
Case 2. Use of the TV. I don't want TV in the house. Whoa! Whilst living out of home, I developed a taste for the broad range of shows available from streaming services. I'm unprofitable to watch, repeat, and mix of murders and similar shows. My dad has no major opinions, as he usually falls asleep when the TV is on. That being said, he does like to watch comedy shows, such as QI, which he is allowed to do by mum under sufferance and quiz shows. There is also the additional question of gaming consoles. I have a few, and would like to use them on the TV, but my period of peak gaming also coincides with when Dad likes to watch his quiz shows. How can we manage these three competing claims? Please bear in mind that getting a TV for my own room is not a viable option, as at present, capitals, I have no room.
Right,
If
you're not going to shift the furniture out, which you should be doing anyway, if you're not going to do that, put a TV in your sister's room, play games in your sister's room, turn her room into a gaming room, put some posters up, Pac-Man and all the other characters, Sonic, Mario and Wario, Wario. Let's bring that evil spirit into this room. Only good characters. Only the goodies. Echo the Dolphin. Parappa the Rapper. Crash Bandicoot. Banjo-Kazooie, come on, Banjo-Kazooie can be up there, sure. And any of the others from Super Trooper Beach, whatever the Mario Kart one is. Bowser.
Like a Bowser's famously evil.
Wowzer. That was me hearing the news that Bowser was evil. So turn that room into a gaming room. A shrine to 90s gaming. In fact, get yourself
He said that he's into 90s gaming.
Of course he does.
But he must. He's got several consoles.
Yeah. I think as well, what you need to do is, if you're into the streaming services, watch them on a laptop, mate. Get yourself a cheap little Dell, and watch them on a laptop.
I've got a better idea.
Okay, I'd love to hear it.
Storage unit.
Yeah,
Get yourself down to the storage unit, lock yourself in. There's your console, there's your telly. I'm sure. There's I from Street Fighter 2.
Yes,
There's Ken.
Ken,
Are you? Yeah. Are you?
Ryu.
Ryu. Surely Ryu. No, because he says, are you Ken? Are you Ken?
No, he says Hadouken.
It's Ryu and Ken.
No, he says Hadouken.
Are you Ken? It's like Hadouken.
I was going to say, are you Ken? Why is he? What is this?
I am. Are you Ken? Why is he asking people, many of them are visibly not Ken? It's like, are you Ken? Are you Ken? What was the game that we used to play where we thought the character was called Chad? We had the fighting monkey. We didn't think that useful. And it turned out it was called Chaos. Yeah. But it was like it was like a load of like big it was like a fighting game with loads of different it was like King Kong was in it and Godzilla and all the rest of it. And Chad. I want to Chad. Why do you keep referring to this guy as Chad? It was a problematic font. So I used to storage unit. I used to think as well, I've talked about this before, but talking of not hearing names, or thinking of hearing names, you know the song Regulate by Warren G.
Yeah.
Warren G. Just yesterday.
Did you really? Now you'll know at the start of that song it begins with a spoken word sort of introduction where he says like, regulators, this is what we do. And at one stage he says, you got to earn your keep. And then they all shout, regulators, like an off mic, they all shout. And I had that song on a compilation, I used to listen to it all the time, and I genuinely thought he was saying, we're regulators, it's Ernie and Keith. And then you go, regulators. So like, well, you've got Warren G, a very cool name, Nate Dogg, a very cool name, but you're actually Ernie and Keith. That's how fucking Sesame Street or something. It's great to be here, guys. They shared a bit of something. It's good enough for Ernie and Keith and the Rubber Ducky. It's good enough for me. So yes, the storage unit. So what you say is your sister gets a storage unit for the first problem. You get a storage unit for this problem. Can we solve the third one?
Cooking. I enjoy cooking and it's a decent cooking repertoire.
If I do say so myself, Andrew.
Unfortunately, my dad is a very unadventurous eater, preferring a cheese and Vegemite sandwich for lunch, that's like Marmite, and meat and 3 veg for dinner.
What I like, sorry?
What, sorry?
What's the other bit like? Yeah, what's meat and 3 veg like?
Oh, meat and 3 veg, that's like Marmite. Do you want to love it? Most of my go-to recipes would go down very badly. Probably come back up again.
Oh, what are you cooking?
I could just let my mom do the cooking, as she knows what Dad will tolerate. But this has 2 problems. First, meat and 3 veg doesn't do well as leftovers, meaning I'll have nothing to take to work for lunch. Unlike your turds, which stay nice and fresh in a Tupperware. And second, Mom tends to get resentful if I don't do my share of the cooking. How do we resolve this conundrum?
Storage unit.
You cook your turds in a storage unit.
Storage unit, shut your fucking mouth. I understand, but I think what you need to do is you need to start cooking stuff that contains meat, contains veg, but in like a one pot, like casserole. Because casserole, you can cook that, and you can definitely Tupperware that up. It still comes under the meat and 3 veg.
And also, in a storage unit, one pot cooking is kind of the way to go. Like, you've got your gas stoves. You currently live in a storage unit. Listen, I'm having a lovely time. That will do for beef cases for the moment, although you may well hear from me again as someone who just moved in, and there's bound to be way more problems requiring the decision of the Learning Beef brothers. Beef out, Andrew and Melvin. I mean, he's got to get out of there, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm sorry, Andrew.
It's tough. Poor old Andrew.
Well, here's the thing. We don't know about his situation. You know, I don't think he moved in just because he fancied it.
Sure.
So he's trying to make the best of a bad situation. But I think storage unit definitely for your sister's stuff. Then you turn her room into a gaming room. Then you move a load of camping gas in there. You make one pot for your dad. You chuck it down the stairs. He catches it in his garden and watches QI.
Yeah, exactly.
Quick question: the tent that you guys performed in Melbourne, is that available?
Could be the song. It's not Fed Square.
It's the Fed Square.
Don't expect forgiving audience. Well, and also, you're not going to get much sleep because it is loud in that tent.
Yeah, it's really, really loud.
Sound bleed.
It's, yeah, so, and you know what, though? Plenty of room.
Yeah.
That was the one thing that tent had on.
Yeah. We had easily fitted at least another 200 people in the room, and the capacity was 200.
The capacity was 280. I think our biggest audience was 36. It was a big old room.
What I'm hearing is plenty of space for furniture.
Absolutely, yeah.
And games, consoles, and plenty.
Yeah. Beef solved.
Sorting out your beef.
Right, so we've solved a couple of beefs, but obviously you're not here just to do that. You're here to air your own beefs and get our friend Fanshawe Stander in to solve those beefs. So,
It's Brandon.
oh, did you not know about this?
No.
He's coming in just a bit.
Well,
I know you're desperate for the loo as well,
I
aren't
have
you?
to pop off in a bit.
Yeah.
Let's hear your beef.
Let's hear the beef first. You can wait for a second, can't you?
Surely I can hold it in.
Okay. Talk us through it, guys.
I've got a beef.
Oh, what's a beef?
This beef's crept up on me.
Beef stew.
Yeah.
You say beef stew because that's what Andrew, you can make a lovely beef stew.
Yeah.
In a storage unit.
Where you live.
My storage unit.
Consoles. Is it like they're making you feel like consoles? Tell you what, this Sega consoles. Make me feel a little more family.
Well, I'm playing on console. I play with Are You? Because I understand words.
But anyway, famously now, your dad has a beef.
I do indeed. I've watched Netflix for quite some time, and I've built up a lot of suggestions from Netflix, and I watched a lot of those suggestions off the back of what I've watched.
What kind of stuff are you getting? Are you getting the, because you like quirky film?
Absolutely, that kind of thing. Now, recently, my suggestions have been quite skewed because my wife has been watching a lot of Netflix without me. And she's been watching.
Do you not have separate?
We don't. And then, obviously, if I could turn back time, the answer is to have separate accounts or separate profiles.
But you're a romantic.
Yeah, and we watch stuff together as well.
That's true because the thing is, I have a separate profile on Netflix for my wife, and sometimes we'll watch a whole series, and I think, oh, I really like that series. So like a ding dong, I'll go through it and just play it and skip it to the end and play it and skip it to the end, so it's there on my algorithm. But then I realised they can see if you're skipping it to the end.
Oh.
So they're like, what's this lunatic doing? He's watched the credits of 10 episodes of Stranger Things and none of the actual episodes.
Perhaps you'd like to watch this show that's just credits for
Okay, but you can't do that, obviously. You can't turn back time.
My algorithm's out of whack, and now I don't know what to do.
Well, unfortunately, we can't solve this problem for you.
Intriguing.
We'd love to, but Tom.
Oh, I have to go to the loo. I'm so sorry.
Are you sure you don't have time to solve it here?
Honestly, I'm
Well, there we go.
all over
So
the
what
shop.
you looking for?
Well, he has gone all over the shop.
All over the shop. And thanks to the shopkeeper again for letting us record. We're now banned from Morris. Oh, hello. Someone's back in the table with Glee. Is that Fanshawe Standard?
Footsteps.
Now, Fanshawe, you brought your Foley artist with you this week, and can I just say they're amazing.
Gentlemen After Podcast.
Hello, Fanshawe.
Pleasure to be here.
Oh, it's great to have you here. Thanks for Foley. A Foley artist is someone who makes the sound effects for a movie.
Here comes the train! Sorry, that's what I say when I'm eating the toilet.
Oh, you need this one as well?
Oh, I'm all over the shop.
Once again, apologies
To all of this fine supermarket
And
chain.
the brown flag.
Listen here. I've there listening to his problems. You kind of got me thinking. Oh my God, Robbie, you're right. It sounds like the train's on its way. I'm gonna be brief.
What are your briefs going to be?
The brown flag. Hill, my train schedule's as regular as clockwork. Hasn't ran late in 15 years. Every minute on the minute. Every hour on the hour. Every Wednesday on the dot. Once a week. I do all of it in one day. Anyway.
But it's a day's work, isn't it? Really?
And it's a day's work.
It's a whole day's work. Yeah.
My daddy used to tell me, honest pay.
Who's paying you for it?
By the bucket. The local man. I don't ask questions.
Okay, I tell you what, I think we've interrupted you too much.
Sure.
Let you get on with your idea.
I don't respond well to other people.
No.
Ivan, if you will. Got me thinking there about a little story they tell around the town. Small town, you understand. Simple folk there. We have in the town square there, you probably remember the library. Next to the whole rest of the town. The library. And they'll say, where's the library? Next to the town. Where's the town? Next to the library. Where's the shoe shop? Closed down. Not enough demand for the shoes. But the bookshop, they say the bookshop, and we haven't got one. We got a library. Famously, you can't buy books in a library. Yeah, you can borrow them, sure. Can you? I've never been.
Oh, you really should. It's right on the edge of town.
Hell, you probably remember the librarian there. Sam T. Blind.
Oh.
Blind boy.
Blind boy. That's what his business card say in Braille. Sam Teeth, blind boy.
Well, he'd navigate them shelves by field. High order.
High order?
That's the way the books are. High order.
How do you think people with classics not the same size?
That's the question. What's a shout? Well, where's the thing with books? It's a 30 centimeters. Third shelf on the list. We read books by height every day of the week.
Read them by height.
Hell yeah. Does it do any harm?
Excuse you, it's what?
And has it done us any harm? Let me tell you about the first time I went in there looking for the dictionary. 67.
What's happened tonight? This story's talking about.
No further questions.
Sorry, you keep interrupting.
All I'm saying to you is this. Never organized them by weight. Why's that? Said to him one day. And he looked at me as if to say,
A miracle.
And he said, you're right, Fan. Sure, you're right. To this day, I think he had a point. Well, I hope that's it. Oh, my God. I'm going to go now. Good luck with that there, Elder.
Thank you
Hope
very
it
much.
works out for you. Sometimes it's not about the height or the width.
Oh, all right, there we go. Tom, you're not going to believe it.
What happened?
I tell you what, that was really it was a really upsetting story.
I look forward to listening back.
Yeah, it really was. Well, anyway, hopefully that solved the.
Absolutely.
That
Thank
solved
you
the
so
problem.
much.
Really?
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming on the show. Now, tell us now this is January. We're not recording in January, but it's January when you're listening to it.
Yes.
You're off on tour?
Yes, we're off on tour. We've got a show called Max and Ivan Commitment, all about the overly elaborate stag weekend, which I organised for Ivan's wedding. And yeah, we're touring around the UK. Please do come along and see us. It's a fantastic show. Go along
Tom
and
Parry
see it.
features in it very briefly.
He does, he does indeed. There's a cameo from TP. He was on the weekend. MaxandIvan.com/tour.
Oh, I'm not going on tour with you, just to confirm. I don't pop out on stage and go, hi.
Sorry. We didn't tell you. You have to come on tour.
Oh,
Yes.
amazing. Yeah. Join us.
Another miracle.
Yes.
Harry's back on the road where he belongs.
The road warrior.
So that again, it's maxandman.com/tour. /tour.
Also, your podcast is still available?
Yes, absolutely. We've got a podcast called Fugitives available on all podcast platforms. Please do give it a download.
Full on banging.
And that is that produced by Ben Walker?
Producer Ben.
Sure is.
Yes,
Formerly
indeed.
of this parish, Ben Walker.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. producer Ben.
He's dead, by the way.
Sorry to hear that, but he was a good man.
He was a great
He was a very, very good man. Yeah. Thanks so much for coming on
All
the show.
right, Suki. We've got an angry Maria on the decks. Her setup's gone all
There
wonk.
you go. What a treat.
What a true treat that was.
What a lovely app. It was a lovely app, wasn't it? It's very important to remember it was produced by Emma Caution.
Oh,
Caution team.
Yes, Emma Caution, very, very lovely.
It was produced very well.
Very, very
was,
strong
well,
production.
You could tell the production was sparkling on it.
It was right there. Max and Van, two very lovely guests as well.
Yes, go and see them on tours, listen to their podcast. It's ace.
And if you enjoy this podcast and you would like to hear more, then join our Patreon.
What?
Yes.
Yeah, boy.
Every Thursday we put out a bonus episode. It might be a bonus beef. It might be a bonus house meeting. It might be some extra chat from the live Flash Yes Slam Downs. It's always something fun, and it'll be plopping into your RSS feed if you join our Patreon for $5 and above. That's all it is.
Do
it's not
that,
bad, right?
You get your proper episodes on Tuesday and then your bonus app on Thursday.
Do it, guys. It makes perfect sense. Patreon.com/Pappy's Flatshare. Also, find us on Twitter at Pappy's Tweet, still there. Find us on Facebook. We're still using Facebook. You know what? We're getting so much engagement on Facebook. The other day, I put up a picture, and I think 37 people looked at it.
Oh my
so
God.
not too bad at all. Leave us a review on iTunes. 5 stars is always the.
We ought to do it.
Insta? We're on Instagram as well. Yeah, Instagram. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get Ivan to send me a picture of that house with the painting on it. So if you'd like to see the St George flag painted on a house near Ivan, what better reason to join us near a white van? Could be near a white van. Who knows? I mean, Ivan is white. It's at Pappy's Comedy on Instagram as well. There's no reason you shouldn't be following us on all platforms to see the exact same thing. 5 times, please. Most of all, we're very, very grateful to you. Have a wonderful week. We will see you on Thursday if you're a Patreon subscriber, or on Tuesday if you're not.
Cheers, everyone.
Bye!
Ladies, gentlemen, and friends, will you please be upstanding and don't bring your friends? The invite said,
No plus ones at the Patreon labeled Watch Roll Call.
Clear on the invite, but anyway, they're here now. So will you please be upstanding for the Patreon neighborhood Watch Roll Call?
Here we go.
Oh, God,
I feel out of practice.
Just relax.
Yes, that's right.
Deep breaths. Just take your time. You're on a beach.
The
tide
is lapping, yeah.
Birds calling
Yeah.
overhead. Very grumbling. The birds are
The humming birds.
just take your time. And ease us in to the first.
I'm here, relaxing on a sandy beach. I can hear the crabs.
Help me.
I'm lying on top of a crab. I'm lying on a crab's back, and the crab is transporting me around the beach,
Sideways.
introducing me to a turtle, showing me a sea lion,
Evening, Gaffer.
and generally putting me through my paces when it comes to spending time with aquatic and marine-based life. Today really has been
GPS
the
base
absolute
acquired. I
best,
have your location. Once you're
and I'm
inside the
spent it
compound, I will be able to see you
with
on
Peter
CCTV.
West.
You know, I am almost jealous of you out there in the field once again. But then I think of the drainage pipe you're about to swim through, and I am not so jealous. The entrance is right up ahead.
That swordfish is really mugging me up. Fuck you, bruv. Fuck you. Okay. Fuck up, bruv. That pike over there, singing a song. Oh, hello, you lovely man.
Fuck off, Ty.
And this lobster here
Okay,
is
next up,
having a time.
maintenance.
Oh, man, it's time. Personally, I've stood at the end of the forest.
Personally, you are. I don't know about your situation, but I'm stood at the end of a forest.
It's very personal to me. And up there, on the top of the hill, I can see a little wooden lodge with its lights on. Oh, what's that? Tapeworm?
Hello?
What's that? You remember the last time someone else was here?
The lights with the lodge on.
The lights with the lodge. The lodge with the lights on.
The lights with the lodge on.
Who said that swimming through the undersea pipeline was closest he felt to inner peace. An interesting
The lodge with the lights on.
I'll dress this up. So, next up, swimming pool maintenance.
Well, I'm in. On the island. Listen to that snake.
I'm a snake.
Whistling jaunty tune.
Up above me, the sun beats down.
An albatross on the floor. How likely is it that I have two operations in the same way? Now, we'll look for the vault. Maybe start in the central building.
Jesus Christ, we fucking lost it on this one, haven't we? We've only done 2 names.
Be careful in this area. Mr. Rubio's personal
I'm gonna make
bodyguards.
myself
They know their soldiers and they will know you're not one of them, no matter what uniform you are wearing.
Pineapples. I'm gonna share it with my good pal.
If you are considering using the cliff as an escape route, I have done some calculations and you would have a better chance of survival running directly at the bullets.
Neil Irving.
Oh no.
Here we go.
Todas esas ratas subiendo
Oh, what's that, gentle chaffinch? Oh, it's Pingu. I'm lost. Pingu, come and relax on the beach with me. Lay down on this beach towel. Slather thy body in some delightful sun cream. It's got to be factor 40. It's very, very hot outside. And remember, if you go in the sea, do reapply. Even if it's water resistant, do reapply.
Okay.
Make sure you get your beak, get your little flippers, cover your entire body, slather it, and now see this bit of plastic I put on the beach. Oh no! Off you go, baby! That's right. I've slid Pingu into the ocean, right on his bum, which gives me all the more time to hang out with the old mucker, Morbatorium.
Oh, I'm on the beach.
Oh, he's on the beach. He's put down some plastic. Welcome to the world of the plastic beach.
Well, Mark, get out of here.
Strong album.
Sorry, I didn't invite you on this holiday. I've run out of sun cream, so I've smothered my body in lard. And I've started to burn, oh no, with my friend Duncan Bard. That concludes the worst.
I think we can officially say, let's break character for a second. Right, apologies to Peter West. Apologies to Benjamin Hodgson. Apologies to Neil Irving. Morbatorium, you're on your own, mate. Duncan Baird or Bars. Either way, the worst. We fucking jeffed it. We jeffed it.
Hej, det er Sara fra Bold.dk's podcast Tæt på. Jeg samarbejder i øjeblikket med Samsung TV, der har fantastiske tv'er til hvert rum. Uanset hvad din stil er, kan du finde et tv, der matcher din indretning og dine behov. Du kan få et tv, der passer ind, eller et tv, der skiller sig ud. Jeg vil præsentere dig for nogle af dem og få Samsungs QLED-teknologi. Find ud af, hvilket Samsung-TV, der passer til dig ved at lytte til min podcast, eller tjekke tv.samsung.dk. Hej, det er Sara fra Bold.dk's podcast Tæt på. Jeg samarbejder i øjeblikket med Samsung TV, der har fantastiske TV'er til et hvert rum. Uanset hvad din stil er, kan du finde et TV, der matcher din indretning og dine behov. Du kan få et TV, der passer ind, eller et TV, der skiller sig ud. Jeg vil præsentere dig for nogle af dem og få Samsungs QLED-teknologi. Find ud af, hvilket Samsung-TV, der passer til dig ved at lytte til min podcast, eller tjekke tv.samsung.dk.
I'm sorry, the CCTV image is a little blurry. Was that a gun made of gold?
Greetings, listener dear. I'm Tom. I'm Ben.
And I've just put a banana in my mouth.
Yes, he has, and we got him real good. That's Matthew, everyone.
Hello, everybody, and welcome.
It's a good. There's a good reason for Matthew to be eating because this house meeting that we just recorded, we talk quite a lot about food, actually. House meeting, all those. Exactly right, Clarky.
Welcome to another episode of House Meeting. Not a bad idea for a spin-off show, actually.
I know, now that I'm thinking about it, it's like we could do some kind of cookery effort where we do a special podcast where we record as we're cooking food for each other.
That's a great idea.
But that's where we saw that.
I really like the idea.
Yeah, no, I think it'd be a real goer.
You know what? We can do it around Clarky's. You've got some recording equipment there.
I do.
Let's do it. Let's do it for 2020.
It can be one of the Patreon specials. So, if you are a listener and you enjoy, then get onto Patreon. It is patreon.com/Pappy'sFlatShare and become a friend of the show. Give some money and you'll get some bonus footage.
Yeah, patreon.com/Pappy'sFlatShare. Crucially, if you're not a listener, and
oh yes,
if you're not a listener but you do enjoy, then sure, get on board with the Patreon. If you're not a listener but you don't enjoy, don't bother.
And if you are a listener but you don't enjoy, have a think.
Then God bless you.
Have
a bloody think about yourself for a second, for goodness sakes. Right, so...
enjoy the house meeting. We hope it makes you as hungry as it made Crosby.
Yes, and don't forget, if you'd like to come and see us live, then you can see us on the 3rd of February at the Moth Club. Tickets are available from acast.com/live.
Okay, time to move.
And see you on the other side of this episode.
I've had a thought. I've got a question I want to ask you. I want to talk. I want to chat. Okay, let's sit down and shoot the flat. House meeting. What temperature should we set the heat? House meeting. Why on earth am I always waiting? House meeting.
The only way
Who wet my bed while I was waiting?
and the only way to use a plasma
What's the point of life having a house meeting?
So,
Hi.
hello.
Here he is.
Here I am. So right, the other day, I bought a bar of chocolate. Well, it was a treat, exactly.
Like a conventional normal one, like a big one. An evening one.
Like an evening one.
An evening bar of chocolate.
You're absolutely 100% right to say an evening bar of chocolate, because this is what happened. I thought it was, so it's a bar of chocolate. It wasn't like the Green and Blacks, it was the Co-op own brand.
Right.
But
Isn't
it was the same.
bar of chocolate like we're talking like 4 blocks wide or 3 blocks wide?
Yeah, we're talking about
like 100. It's like 100 grammer.
Yeah, it's
I
100
like
grammer.
I like it being called
An evening bar of chocolate. Well,
you're not eating it on the go.
Precious rocks.
it's on the table. You've got, you're watching an episode of The Bachelor. You've got a glass of red wine. You're breaking off a little cube of dark chocolate. Lovely bit of,
or a glass of milk. That's what we do in our house.
Do you drink milk as well, really?
If you have it as well as wine. No, with chocolate. You have
Chocolate milk. That's
a glass
very
of milk.
right.
It's lovely.
Well, it's interesting you say that, okay? Because I think, here's the thing. I think milk, for me, isn't necessarily isn't my evening drink. Okay, and I appreciate it's very much a bedtime drink. So a lot of people go for bed, but
it's not the fact that it's an evening drink. It's the companion to chocolate. That's why it's there.
right. Okay, so
If we're not
you
eating,
can do it in the middle of the day.
if we're not eating a bar of evening chocolate, then we're not having a glass of milk.
Okay, gotcha.
It's a companion to chocolate. It's having a bit of dark chocolate, or is it with a milk chocolate? Either.
Right, because this is the problem. I unwrapped the bar,
Okay.
and it was milk chocolate.
Wow.
And then suddenly I was like, oh, this isn't a sophisticated treat. This is Little Big Boy. You know, this is like Little Piggy Boy, you know, eating a bar of milk chocolate.
You're... You become a chocolate snob.
Absolutely, 100%. I mean, did I eat it? Of course I did.
Munch, munch.
Munch was the Little Pig Boy. Little Pig Boy shoved it down, shoved it straight in his gob. Munch. I finished the whole thing. It was because it was like Himalayan sea salt and toffee, so it seemed like it was going to be like a sort of sophisticated dark chocolate. I just didn't read the label properly enough. I saw Himalayan sea salt, thought this is snobby enough for me.
Yes.
When I got it out there, it was like it's like a bottle of dairy milk. And I think,
you know Himalayan sea salt?
Yes.
Are the Himalayas salt here in the sea?
Well, Emma, by the way, is like, wait,
Emma's got some real
none of us do the answer. Emma, can you give us? Yeah, you can.
It's Himalayan pink salt. It's not sea salt.
Right.
So Himalayan pink salt.
Pink salt. So my question still stands. Are the Himalayas pink? Is Everest pink? Why not?
I don't. So it's not called Himalayan sea salt. It's called Himalayan pink salt.
Yes, it's pink
That
salt.
makes more sense. You're right. It's because. But anyway, it was Himalayan. It was Himalayan salt.
Himalayan salt.
Forget all of that. The Himalayan salt was the problem.
Okay, sorry.
What are you going to say? Do you reckon?
Like, everyone go, like, Himalayan pink salt is like a thing, right? Or Himalayan, like, if you were doing a taste test, you'd be like, the Himalayan salt's better or more salty.
I could tell the difference between sea salt and sort of standard table salt, but I don't know if I could go the next step.
Wasn't it, isn't it supposed to have some kind of, it's not so much the taste as like the properties, it's supposed to be a bit better for you to have like more minerals.
They've certainly gone to more effort.
It's come a long way.
They've dyed it pink and they've trekked up a mountain.
They took it up the mountain and dyed it pink.
Oh yeah, they just get normal sort of.
It's normal salt.
Normal salt.
Up Mount Everest.
Whack it on a Sherpa's back, straight up there.
It has to go up and down.
It's got to go up and down.
It has to have been to the summit.
It's got to have been all the way to the summit. Then they whack a little bit of.
I'll tell you what, this salt really is summit. It's just like one of those things that, because it's just a thing, and you kind of go, well, yeah, have a bit of plain pink salt. You kind of go, you just assume that it's got to be great.
I do use Himalayan pink salt on my breakfast in the morning.
On your breakfast?
What? On
your Frosties?
Not on the Frosties, no. Oh, speaking of which,
your salty shreddies.
Speaking of which, the other day, I've got to start paying attention. Same day, different day. I bought my shreddies. I went to eat a bowl of shreddies.
Oh yeah.
I bought frosted shreddies.
Whoa!
And why am I buying all this cute food?
Your baby brain.
Here's my baby brain. That's what it makes.
Daddy errors.
Little daddy errors.
By the sounds of it, Mr.
Daddy
Robo
errors.
is getting
I'm not sure I like it.
Like the phrase Daddy errors.
I'm going to stick with it.
Daddy errors is my DJ name.
Is it?
Daddy
Errors
errors.
in the house.
It's my ears.
Oh, Big Daddy eras. The Big Daddy era, I think, really was the golden age of British wrestling, so around the 1980s. So that was the Big Daddy era.
You must have scared you off.
So you're buying things that are slightly, I mean, like frosted shreddies.
Infantilizing, maybe?
Yes.
So they're slightly infantilizing products.
What comfortable and handsome.
Yeah. Yes.
And is it? How do you feel about it when you have them?
It's a lot of sugar that early in the morning.
It's a lot of
I
sugar.
had to put a lot of Himalayan pink salt to counter that.
Shut that thinking in my hand.
Listen, mate, I can't fix the fiddle.
And where's your sugar from? The Alps? K2?
Oh, I don't know where did the frosted, because it is frost.
It's real frost.
Oh, it's real frost. It's real frost they put on there. It just so happens that at the top of the Himalayas, that frost is extremely sweet.
It's salty.
Yeah.
Oh.
The air is salty, the frost is sweet.
That's what they say.
Together we learn to read the rights.
So, do you say no to milk chocolate these days?
Yeah, I don't really have milk chocolate. I mean, I'll have it.
Moved away from milk chocolate.
Like, it takes me a long time to finish an Easter egg. Months.
I've heard that about you.
Months to finish an Easter egg, it takes. Obviously,
Love Easter eggs.
if it's out there and it's about there, I'll munch it. But generally, I'm a dark chocolate man. It feels like you're not eating chocolate. You feel like you're doing something good for you. You know, like you think, oh, this is probably good.
just don't like it very much, is what it sounds like.
What's that?
It smells like it's good for me. I'm not going to eat too much for it.
No, I still eat a whole bar of it, but I feel like there's something about it that feels richer and more nourishing. Is it? Emma's back in with
Caution team nodding away.
Can I just say, by the way,
agreement.
but let's stay on the mic, because we enjoy talking to you, and you seem to know a lot more about the world than we do, which is true. It's not hard, but it's true. Go on.
Well, there is stuff apparently in dark chocolate that is supposed to be healthier.
Yeah.
The pink salt is like unsure, like the chemicals
It's
aren't
a
actually
vibe.
any better.
It's pink. It's a flash in the pan, isn't it?
It's very, if you're sort of,
Cook it that way.
that way, you
That way,
but it's very much the sort of thing that if you are a little bit feeble-minded, which I am, you might go on, I'm actually doing something good here. What happens? Himalayan pink salt.
I believe, you know, the dark chocolate it's less sugary for a start, and it's also got some antioxidants, I'm sure.
It's basically a health food snack, isn't it?
There's caffeine in it though.
What? What?
In dark chocolate.
Do you know what? I tell you what.
Like not massive, but there is a bit. I always get people going when I say I don't drink caffeine. They go, "Oh, but you have chocolate." And I go,
We yeah, get those. Right, bring those bastards in here.
Yeah.
And we'll really work them over with a 2x4.
A 2x4 of dairy milk.
A 2x4, basically, yeah.
That's what we need to
No, I think that's I think that's interesting, because when I go to bed after eating a bar of chocolate, I'm wide awake like a drugs person. You know, I'm gurning.
That's the drugs that you do after the chocolate.
A little bit of Mandy though, that's not going to hurt anyone, is it? It's a big drug. Come on. I sprinkle that on my breakfast in the morning, a little bit.
That's your frost point.
Andy is very much
My DJ here is my DJ here is catchphrase.
Big Daddy Era says, "Can I put a little frost on your shreddy?" It's not bad
Catchphrase for a DJ.
Can we put a bit of frost on your shreddy like Big Daddy Era?
I like Big Daddy Era. That's good. It's good, isn't it?
Big Daddy Era is great. It's really grown on me over the course of the last 2 minutes.
It's not bad. I don't know what the vibe is.
What sort of stuff?
Phrases.
What kind of stuff would you be playing? I'm assuming rare grooves.
Some kind of rare grooves of fat beats, I guess.
Yeah.
Somewhere between the two. Oh, nice.
lots of mistakes though.
Yeah, but deliberate.
Yeah.
You make a deliberate mistake? Don't look at me that way. It was
and so on at the stage.
I did that on purpose, put the frost on your credit!
Oh,
That's the end of the It's a short set. It's a short set, but it's an effective one.
who did Honest Mistake? Who was it?
For Killers? No?
No,
I thought it was Killers.
could have been the Bravery.
It was
I was thinking it was Natalie and Brulia, but that's a big mistake. But either way,
I'll play
them all.
If it's got mistake in it, I'm playing it. They do have quite a lot in. No, let me get this right because I'm going to say it old. Oh no.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, because so far you've sounded so good. They do quite a lot in. Is it grime? Well, like slow tie and people like that, where they start a track and then they go, no, cut it, and then they stop and it grinds to a hole.
We talked about this the other day. Yeah, when I went to a grime night. Yeah, this will happen, that people they'll start the song and then either not be feeling it or the crowd won't be feeling it. They'll just stop it and off
go
they go.
again.
And this is what you do as well. That's what a DJ does.
That's
so
why
DJ,
I got. That's
DJ
where the name
Big Daddy Era.
Yeah.
He'll start playing a bit of the Bravery and go, I've misjudged
Cut. Yeah. And then I'll say my catchphrase, then I'll do 4 beats and then finish.
Give us your beats again.
Can I get some frost on my shreddies? Happy wedding, Tony and Claire. Thanks for booking me. Might drop on mate.
So you play a little bit of a song, and if you aren't immediately
I play a little bit of a song
on the set.
I play a little bit of a song that's got the word mistake in it. Then I cut it halfway through, do my catchphrase, 5 beats, no mate.
That's really good. I like the idea.
I'm a novelty act.
I mean, there's a lot of novelty to it.
Thank you.
What are you charging?
Thank you.
What
Can
are you
I put
charging
that on my advert?
No, of course you can. What are you charging for a wedding?
Oh, upwards of 50 quid and something, I think.
or you get to get on them. But surely you've gone, I'm out of here. And you're in the motorbike to just he's got a plate ready.
He's plated up 3 DJ sets so he can eat it on his way to the car.
I went to a wedding a few years ago, and they said the buffet's open, and I was straight to the buffet. First one there, and then I heard the guy who was announcing the buffet was open. There's only one stipulation. You've got to make sure that Tom and Ellie get served first. Charlie and I were already there at the buffet. We already had a half a plate. We had to go and hide it under the table.
Buffet rules. My wife is like unapologetically will heap her plate as high as it can go. And
I think that's the way you've got to do it on a buffet.
Yeah.
You like
I small plate go back, but it is a mistake.
Yeah.
I always realise it's a mistake.
Especially if there's a queue.
It's a what? It's an honest mistake. Can I get some frost on my shreddies? Bam, 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 bam. Happy birthday, Sharon.
There
so
he
that's
is.
your tactic.
Off to get some mini fish and chips.
So that's your tactic. Go. Because at a Chinese buffet, and I think that those are different. But I've made the mistake before where you go like, oh, I love these. And so I put a load on, and I get back to and I'm like, because it's a Chinese buffet, they're generally like, this is not a good version of prawn toast or whatever. Hang on, Chinese buffet, as in like an all-you-can-eat. Yeah. But that will keep getting replenished, won't it? Yeah. So if anything, you've got your tactics arse about face there. Yeah. Totally. You should employ your wedding tactics at a Chinese buffet. But then hold on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. It's so true.
It's the old saying.
Go wedding at a Chinese, go Chinese at a wedding.
Go Chinese at a wedding.
Well, actually, that's not actually the first bit I agree.
Go Dutch on a first date.
Always go Dutch on a first date. Yeah.
Go Chinese at a wedding and go Dutch on a first date. Do the Dutch have buffets? The thing is, if
you are a Dutch person who's enjoyed a buffet, don't forget to get in contact.
Please email in.
Pappy's flatshare@gmail.com.
You could look at it this way. What you're doing is you're getting a little bit of a taste of what's good, and then you go. Okay, when I go back at a Chinese buffet, at a normal buffet, because what you don't want to do is put 5 things of something on your plate that you get. I do agree with that. The first one, you go, and then you go, well, that's a waste. You're hiding stuff under, and also people are going, oh look, their eyes are too bigger. Their eyes are bigger than their stomach.
I went to a buffet and I got a big lump of cheese. It looked like a sort of cheese with chives in it.
Yeah.
Like big whack off lump on the plate.
Beautiful.
First thing I did, bit into it, was butter. I was gonna say. I've really fucked that.
I watched Burkitt, our friend Burkitt do that. Ben's sister's wedding, and it was such a treat.
You saw it happening.
I watched him out the cheese board.
Oh, great.
I have this.
Well, get to see a live pumpkin.
Took a big slice, the size of a cheese slice, brought it back, put it on top of the cracker, bit into it. I saw the whole thing play out. Absolutely delightful. Whispered in his ear. It's butter, that is, isn't it? Said you keep eating it.
What? Yeah, I've got to. No.
Mate. I don't mind it though. Got to finish it, but a big bit of butter. I mean, that's essentially kind of what cheese is, isn't it? Is it? Is cheese? Don't hold me to it. I can see the mic's going up to whoever calls it.
Producer Emma, is cheese butter? Because my wife thinks cheese and butter are the same thing, which is why if we have a cheese sandwich, she'll never have butter on the bread.
Your wife?
So I see my wife. Tell us something today. No, Charlie thinks, she says, if I'm going to have a cheese sandwich, no butter on it, because, and I quote, they're the same thing. Let's find out. Producer Emma.
Well, they're made from the same ingredients, but they're different process. So cheese is like fermented. Well,
cheese has got rennet in it, hasn't it? And
some of the parmesan.
We were looking for more authority there, Emma.
I think this is
your fact checker, and you came at that with like is it fermented?
Well, the word fermented is the one I'm not sure. Because fermented more as alcohol. Like,
is there alcohol in cheese?
No, don't email in.
Right, booze cheese. Send us booze cheese.
I would love to have some booze cheese.
Do you like it? Isn't that Clarky's DJ name?
DJ Booze Cheese. I come on straight after. Yeah. You play a bit of Chesney Hawks. You're pissed out of your mind. DJ Booze Cheese. Venga Bus is coming. I love it. DJ Booze Cheese.
DJ Booze Cheese delivers as well, like 2 hours of music, whereas
Oh,